Ezo za president za kulia? Mbabuza za Museveni za kulia.
In her remarks, State Minister for Gender and Culture, Peace Mutuzo, encouraged beneficiaries and entrepreneurs to take advantage of the prevailing peace to achieve financial independence.
Chibachanaku okumanya okumara okusoma wano electric engineering ate n'ogenda wali ku border n'otunda n'akataka kataata wo biri n'obyerabira n'oddaawo nga tolina kye weekolera kijja kuba kyanaku nnyo era tubasabira nti obudde bwemumaze wano bubeere bwavunaanyizibwa.
N'essuubi gye twabajje oba gye mwavudde temukyaddayo. Tokyaddayo kusiiwuuka, tokyaddayo kunywa njaga, tokyaddayo kwetunda, tokyaddayo kusabiriza. Tetukusuubira kusanganja ng'ate wadda gye wakola ki. Bw'onoobeera omuntu mulamu n'okkiriza n'ekyo Mukama ky'akuwadde ogenda kubeera wanjawulo.
Since its inception in 2012, the Presidential Skilling Initiative of the Girl Child and Boy Child Program has been empowering less privileged youth from urban centers with skills for self-reliance. The initiative seeks to promote productivity and reduce criminality in urban centers and the country as a whole. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
The Uganda National Roads Authority has released its 2022-2023 Performance and Accountability Annual Report. It shows an increase in paved road but decries budget cuts and slow disbursements that are slowing the progress of their works.
Uganda National Roads Authority has revealed an improvement in tarmac road coverage by 254 kilometers to bring the tally to 6,133 kilometers. This was highlighted during the release of the 2022-2023 Annual Accountability and Performance Report at their head office in Nakawa. But though the 254 kilometers may look a decent increment, Uganda National Roads Authority Executive Director Allen Kajina believes better can be achieved.
The funding has not matched the need, so that creates a backlog. A road which should not deteriorates because you have not intervened at the right time. That's why you see some roads degenerate from maintenance to rehabilitation to reconstruction, which is as if you're constructing afresh. It's just showing that you're not intervening at the right time. Why are we not intervening at the right time? It is the shortage of funding for those interventions.
She blames increased debt that has grown to 629 billion shillings that has led to budget cuts that can't enable proper upgrade or maintenance of existing infrastructure.
We've had discussions with our supervisor, the Ministry of Works and the Ministry of Finance, to focus in the coming years on maintenance, less on new commitments. Because the more we go into upgrading projects and not focusing on maintenance, the more we are going to get this backlog, and it's heavy investment. Look at Masakamu Tukura. If we had intervened on Masakamu Tukura about 5 years ago, we would not be doing the construction now. Maybe we'd just be doing the simple overlay.
Uganda National Roads Authority is currently engaged in the execution of 21 road development projects, whether some as new constructions, while others upgrading from gravel to paved. Those are to be upgraded from gravel to paved and totaling about 1,313 kilometers include Kapchora Swam, Kitara Gerenge, Rukunjiri Kihihi Shasha Road, and Muyembe Nakapiripiri, among others.
The National Children's Authority has urged school administrators to tighten security to ensure that students are not harmed. The Executive Director of the authority, Martin Kiza, gave this advice ahead of the reopening of schools this weekend.
Today I want to really also stress the issue of children going back to school. As schools open for third term,
the National Children's Authority, through the Executive Director Martin Kiza, has urged schools to increase their security during the start of their school's end-of-year term.
Schools in particular must prioritize the following: ensuring that installments of CCTV cameras are in place, perimeter walls are in place, and ensuring that the school administrators do employ well-trained security personnel. You remember very well recently, way back, and on several occasions, some schools have been attacked.
He also lashed out to parents who neglect their responsibilities in the family and eventually failed to send their children back to school, and warned.
We also particularly urge parents to make sure that you give children the scholastic materials that they need. We really can't expect someone, for instance, to go in a garden without a hoe. So a child is going to school, make sure that you equip her or him with relevant maybe textbooks, stationery, and school uniform.
Parents were asked not to send students alone in taxis during their going back to school hours and not to accept food in order to avoid consequences.
Also add our concern that transporters, especially taxi drivers, border riders, and other private cars that might be engaged in transporting passengers, that they must be keen and adhere to the conditions set by their respective organization in terms of security. We now also encourage parents to engage in open and supportive conversation, what we call allowing children to talk to them. Because we have realized, according to our findings and research, that some of the parents do not. So children must, parents and all stakeholders must help us in ensuring that children report timely at school to ensure that they complete the syllabus on time.
In his recent national address, President Yoweri Museveni urged every citizen to be vigilant, especially against suspicious persons in their midst.
Your job here is to see anybody you don't know and say, who are you? That's your assignment now. And we have cleared ADF from those areas. ADF has been pushed far towards an area called Mambasa.
Mary Namkose, Stephen Kayumba, UBC News.
Thanks for watching. Let's take a short break. On return, we'll have business news.
Sent transport to the wrong person? Here's how to reverse it with MTN Mobile Money. Dial *165#. Select My Account. Select Initiate Reversal. You will see your last 3 transactions. Select the transaction you want to reverse. Enter your mobile money PIN and you'll get an SMS confirmation that the transaction has been blocked from being withdrawn. And that's it. Please note, only transactions that haven't been withdrawn can be reversed.
There's also another program, which is the Uganda Women Entrepreneurship Program, WEP, where we have dispersed the funds to the women groups, and of which recovery for the WEP program is around 52%. And of recent, the district was given more funds. The president actually was the one who officiated it during Women's Day on the 8th of March in Chirihura district, where we got an additional 132 million shillings to be given to the youth groups for good performance. But previously we had over 600 million shillings on top of that, and so far so good. That group is very organized actually for the women.
Did
Did you know that you can safely and conveniently make your school fees payments anytime, any school, anywhere using Airtel Money? Oh yes! Simply pick up your phone and dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Choose between School Pay, PegPay, or SurePay. Enter student number. Enter amount, confirm name and transaction. Enter Airtel Money PIN. A confirmation message will be sent to you upon a successful transaction. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
Juko. Yo. What you go? Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Sasura obagula ne MTN Momo olutukuddize sente oleweki
eyuge ku MTN Momo pe ogenda kubanga okikwasaganya bulungi nnyo.
Olwaleero tugabye piki zaffe ebbiri ezisoose nga tuziwadde ba merchants babiri, mukyala Hadija ku petrol station ya Moka, mwami Charles naye tuva kumuwa piki ye.
Kituufu mpangudde ne documents zino nzifunye.
I was so surprised when to the petrol station nesangawo nga already MTN yatuuse.
MTN je bateba kulimba
tebalimba. Kumbe bino ebintu byo bituufu.
Era kye tubuulira abantu baffe naddala omuntu yenna alina business nti ssaawa zino tugenda tuva mu mbeera eyo ey'okukwata ssente ez'omumpeke nti buli omu yenna afune kye tuyita merchant code. Tugenze tusomesa abantu ku mugaso gw'obutakwata ssente ez'obuliwo naye nga bazifunire ku ssimu yaabwe. Beera steady tugaba pin code yo yo weka.
Kozesa Momo app owanyika *555*3#.
It's business news tonight. President Yoweri Museveni is expected to be at the opening of the 4th Youth Business Investment and Entrepreneurship Forum, slated for the 13th of October 2023. At least 5,000 youth entrepreneurs from different sectors are expected to take part in this year's business forum.
We are talking about
the 4th edition of the Youth Business and Entrepreneurship Forum, slated for 13th October 2023, is expected to host at least 5,000 youth entrepreneurs from different sectors. The event, organized by Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Youth Affairs, is aimed at boosting business and investment for youths, as well as providing opportunity for youth to showcase their potential.
Youth entrepreneurship that has been preached by the President consecutively, encouraging the young people to be productive in the various sectors of productivity, is one of the ways our country is going to grow.
The event is expected to create a business link and opportunity for youth to appreciate innovation for business.
I'll also continue to negotiate with government to see that our young people that are coming in business are tax relieved. It might not be total exemption, but at least subsidized.
Through Uganda Investment Authority, youths will be linked to international investors, but also given priority as for bankable projects as domestic investors. Robert Mukiza is the Director, Uganda Investment Authority.
With all the projects they have got, with all the ideas and entrepreneurial spirit, to come and be part of this SME portal, such that they can link directly to the domestic and international investors. We want to be a facilitator, whereby put you here, give you the capacity, build your business to a level where the international entities can come and deal with you directly to achieve their investment ambitions here.
Accordingly, government has put in place several initiatives to support youth, among which include reduction of internet costs to aid business, provision of low interest rate loans, and other startup capital initiatives like Youth Livelihood Program, the Yoga and CBN help making business.
Leadership is very, very key. But like the president has always said, politics is not a career. Of Uganda, we have had to establish business hubs, which is fully supported by the president, where young people get skilled and they're turned out to do business. So we have a lot of talent in Uganda, and this talent, we have to tap it.
At least 200 billion has been provided through Uganda Development Bank as credit facilities to be acquired at the low interest rates by the Youth for Startup Businesses.
We finally strengthened the ease of access of that money, and the Bank of Uganda has been taking lead in making sure that the businesses that are struggling get access to this money, and we are soon going to see them having uptake on this money. Other than that, government had to give breaks because coming out of COVID, we saw so many businesses struggling and wanting to close. So we had to give them tax breaks that we stagger the repayment of the accrued taxes, and that has been a very big boost.
President Yoweri Museveni is expected to open this event.
The Dean of School Economics, Makerere University Professor Ibrahim Okumu, has advised government to support craftsmen for their inventions to be turned into products that can drive industrialization. Professor Okumu bases his advice on the fact that highly industrialized countries prioritized support for craftsmanship and scaling the youth.
Trying to imagine
Japan International Cooperation Agency, in collaboration with Makerere University College of Business and Management Sciences, is engaging students and other stakeholders to share experiences on how industrialized countries like Japan started their journey. The engagement was held at Makerere University on the theme Craftsmanship for Formation of Inclusive Industrial Structure in Uganda.
They will think about how to change this society to achieve inclusive development. Okay, not only in terms of education or health, but also participation in the economic activity and get employment, the making profits, and the making kind of the invention and the innovation and profits. Okay, to benefit the people in the broader sense. Okay.
It is here that the Dean, Makerere University School of Economics, Professor Ibrahim Okumu, advised government to support craftsmen to drive the industrial agenda.
For us to be in position to resolve the problems that we have within the private sector, it is important that the stakeholders, especially ministries, government agencies and departments that have a role within the private sector should be in position to diagnose the different industry-specific problems and come up with industry-specific solutions. Otherwise, we shall always miss the target.
Japanese ambassador to Uganda, Hidemoto Fukuzawa, pledged his country's support to Uganda, especially in areas that support industrialization, such as agriculture and infrastructure.
They have brilliant ideas, okay? But idea doesn't make money. You have to know how to raise fund to expand your business and how to get into the market. So Japan has been supporting these small startup companies. The people here have their product, okay? How to market the product, okay? And that is something which people have an idea but don't know how to make that idea into business. I mean to make money.
Students of Nakawa Training Institute showcased several innovations that can be used in industries.
So this system, it's called a packaging system. We are having our products which are damaged and the products which are okay. So the white group presents products which are damaged and the black one presents products which are okay.
Developing the country's industrial sector is one of the top priorities of government because it is seen as a key driver to transformation. Adia Nakuti, UBC.
Minister for Presidency Meli Babalanda has urged the board of directors of the Uganda Printing and Publishing Corporation to work hard to revive the legacy of this corporation because it can help to reduce unemployment rates in the country through an increase in the number of printing companies in Uganda. She made remarks during the launch of the 5-year strategy plan aimed at quality improvement.
Uganda Printing and Publishing Corporation is one of the oldest corporations in the country, having been established in 1902. However, in its 120 years of operation, it has failed to perform well, especially in quality of printed materials and customer efficiency to reduce the government's expenditure abroad on certain documents.
With this new strategic plan, our focus will increasingly be aligned to elevate service delivery by embracing new frontiers of digital platforms.
The Minister for Presidency, Millie Babirye Babalanda, urged the UPPC to do what is necessary to ensure that they can produce quality documents on behalf of the government and private individuals.
The plan should facilitate the UPPC to provide an excellent social service to Ugandans, but at the same time to remain profitable and significantly contributing to the economy.
Digitalizing all corporation services, customer efficiency, quality improvement, reducing on imported printed materials, providing better services to the public are some of the objectives set in the 5-year strategic plan. The head of the corporation, Sudi Nangoli, said that the training of the people who help them in this work of printing and publishing, especially on Nasa Road, will be given special emphasis to ensure that the quality of the products produced meet expectations.
Processes, training our staff, taking them abroad for training so that when they come back, they can better help us to elevate the industry. So we hope that through these many issues that we're talking about, customer excellence, corporate governance, and better business processes, we're actually going to serve the industry of printing and publishing better.
The chairman of the board of directors, Joachim Buwembo, said a lot of taxpayer money has been spent on foreign printed materials, and in the 5-year plan strategy, they will address this challenge.
Almost most of the quality printing in this country is being done outside, but you are paying for it. So you are picking your tax, we are using your taxes as a government to give work and business to printers in India.
The strategic plan will run from 2023 to 2028 under the theme Enhancing Value Through Improved Corporate Governance, Customer Excellence and Efficient Business Processes. Mary Namkose, Joseph Muyingo, UBC News.
Uncle, you should see London. Oh, my boy. This has been 5 years. You should see Uganda. Yes. Uncle Marcus, huh? This is my former school. See, soon there will be more than 1 million children learning like this for free. This is impressive. Do you even have connection out here? Well, we have 100% 4G countrywide. Okay. We even have 5G too.
That's approximately 700 billion Uganda shillings in tax, making Airtel one of the largest corporate income taxpayers over the last 5 years, helping build a better Uganda.
Today your son saw our new Uganda.
Thank you, Uganda, for imagining it with us and making us the fastest growing telecom in the country over the past 5 years.
The doctor says you are getting better. I have a list of suspects in my file here, but I need you to help me identify the thief who attacked you. This cat thief again.
Malaria is a thief. Don't let it rob you and your loved ones. Prevent it by sleeping under a mosquito net. Clear bushes and all stagnant water around you. If you notice any symptoms, go to a health center near you to test and treat, and ensure to complete your full dose to avoid severe malaria, which could lead to death.
Hello,
Mom, how did you sleep? How is Salongo? Oh, Mommy, how is Grandma? And Simba, the dog, yeah, the funny one.
Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel Bona Voice Bundles. Dial *100*1#, select Call Bona to choose bundles from as low as 1,000 shillings from daily, weekly, monthly, or bundles that don't expire. Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Here is the 2023 musical launch of the year. 16th of September 2023, Kololo Ceremonial Grounds will be the only place to be, as the whole of Uganda will gather to witness the Museveni Awoma musical launch by Eman Sereko, also known as Munamasaka. Don't miss all your artists, comedians, stage and movie actors, members of parliament, ministers, leaders at different levels, led by the Right Honorable Premier Robin Nabanja. The chief guest of the day will be the one and only Sabalwanyi Jajamwami, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. All at a free entry at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds on the 16th of September 2023. Do not miss.
We now go to the world of sport, and the big story there, Cranes tactician Moulton Mitchell has been sacked. In a statement released by the football governing body FUFA, it is said that they agreed with Mitchell to mutually end the existing employment contract between FUFA and him. FUFA, however, appreciates all the efforts and commitment by Moulton Mitchell during his period as head coach of the Uganda Cranes. Terminating his contract comes after Uganda failed to qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations, that is AFCON. It remains to be seen who will be appointed the next Cranes coach as they prepare to compete in the upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Over 30 sports personalities who have won USPA awards from the period of November 2022 to August 2023 will receive their awards officially. Last evening at the USPA Awards dinner held at the Imperial Royal Hotel in Kampala.
After a hiatus of nearly a year, the USPA Awards dinner returned last evening, 14th of September 2024, at the Imperial Royal Hotel in Kampala. 37 sports personalities, also USPA Award winners from the period of November 2022 to August 2023, received their awards officially last evening. Notable was Larry Fenney, the Special Olympics gold medalist, Sarah Naziwa, the para-badminton gold medalist, and the junior sports personalities.
Larry will not be able to speak on his own. He's hard of speech and hard of hearing, and he's also autistic, so his words are very few. His medals that brought this special occasion for the USPA Association, the Uganda Sports Press Association, to notice him was in the Special Olympics of 2023, which were in Berlin, and he got a gold medal in breaststroke, and another gold medal in freestyle. Larry is a very disciplined sportsman, and I would like to thank everyone in the sports fraternity for the discipline they have. Larry wakes up by 5:30, he's at the pool, and he leaves the pool at around 11. He's back in the water at 3, comes back home at 8. That is how much commitment he has with his coach, Ezra. I want to thank USPA, the Uganda Swimming Federation, his club, that is Silverfin Club, the Special Olympics Committee in Uganda, and Nile Breweries, plus Plascon, and all the other sponsors for recognizing children like Larry or sportsmen like Larry. It gives hope to to parents who have children of this category, to know that they will also be of importance or of something that is better. They should not hide the children, but rather bring them out to support them in whatever they choose to do.
I thank the Almighty God for this opportunity, and I pray that my fellow players there, they work hard and they also get this award.
When you are in sports, you're teaming up. When you are in sports, you know, very much. So life is what you make it. I love it with the sports people. And please, this is the way to go, because life is very short.
This year's awards dinner sets the stage for the USPA Gala scheduled for the 23rd of September 2023. Grace Joyce Kemigisa, UBC News.
The 9th edition of the Uganda Open Taekwondo Championship has kicked off on the 13th of September. That was yesterday at Nsambia Sharing Hall with 20 clubs from different parts of the country taking part in this year's arrangement.
The championship meant to prepare players for regionals and continental events like the East African Championship, All Africa Championships and others has attracted a higher number of participants compared to the previous years. Notable clubs at this year's championships are Police Taekwondo Club, the 2022 champions, and Prisons, the 2022 runner-ups.
Last year we had more than just around 160 there, but this time we are having 218, meaning this edition has attracted more numbers of the participants from different parts of the country. We have clubs like from far West Nile, that is Noya. We have them here. We have clubs from Agago. We have Tigerhood. We have Mbale SS, Hoima. So we have all these clubs which they have come here today, and really the turn-up has not been so bad compared to last year.
Players are competing in both the flyweight and heavyweight categories for both the men and women.
Yeah, it has not been that good. I've not been fit, I've not been training. And whereas if God is on my side next time, I'll have to face my opponent again.
The fight is good. For the future, I have jury, international jury.
Taekwondo is an Olympic sport and a Korean martial art involving punching and kicking techniques. Grace Joyce Kemigisa, UBC News.
KCCA AFC left today for Tunisia, where they will kickstart their campaign in the 2023-24 CAF Confederations Cup against Libya's Abu Salem in the first leg of the second round of the competition's preliminary stage.
After receiving a bye in the first round, KCCA FC will go up against Libya's Abu Salim Soccer Club in the first leg of the second round of the preliminary stages of the 2023-2024 CAF Confederation Cup. Abu Salim Soccer Club defeated Tunisia's Olympique Dibéja 1-0 on aggregate in the first round to progress to the second round. KCC FC will need to defeat Abu Salim on home and away to progress to the group stages. The game between Abu Salim and the Lugogo-based side will be played at the Stade Olympique Hamed Agribi in Tunisia on the 17th of September 2023 at 6 p.m. East African time.
We are having a very good preparation. It's motivation to play international games. It's exposure to all players. It's exposure to the club. And I think we are the last hope in the international level, because we see Vipers already out of CAF Champions League. We see the national team is even out also from the CAF. So I think we had the last hope, but I see that with an extra motivation, not pressure, extra motivation. We have quality enough to make two good results against Abu Salim, but we have also to respect our opponent, because we know that Libyan teams usually they fight until the last very second. So what we have to do is to follow the plan, follow what we are doing here every single day. We know that we are changing so many things, changing the game model, changing mentality of players, changing everything here. So sometimes takes a little bit more time than we are expecting, but the answer and the feedback from the players, from the team, it's being very wonderful. So I think we are ready for this challenge.
A squad of 33 players, including famous names like Derek Ochan, Saidi Mayanja, Moses Waiswa, and others, has been selected for this mission.
We know the task ahead of us, and everyone knows the importance of this game, and everyone knows how important for the first matches are, like all the time, because you shouldn't get a bad result in the first game. So everyone knows that we want to score and we don't want to concede.
The last time KCCA FC was at the Confederation Cup, they lost to AS Kigali on away goals after getting aggregate 3-3 in the group stages. They now embark on another journey against Abu Salem. Will they get a better result from 2021? Grace Joyce Kemigisa, UBC News.
Matchday 2 action in the 2023 Pepsi University League has witnessed action at Kavule between hosts St. Lawrence University and Nkumba University.
The 2023 Pepsi University Football League has continued, with the last season's finalists St. Lawrence University edging Nkumba University 3-1. In this Group E game played at St. Lawrence University's Kavule home, the hosts took an 8th-minute lead to halftime, courtesy of an Osman Kemba Arafat strike. Upon restart, St. Lawrence University went ahead with Michael Abura and Innocent Matenga, giving them a comfortable 3-0 lead that they consolidated despite conceding a late goal.
There is a lot of work to be done. Though we won, but we made a lot of mistakes. It's a new group, new students, and new players. So I think a win is just a stepping stone where we can build from.
In what coach Suleiman Bossa labeled a shambolic performance, Nkumba's only contribution was the 84th minute strike by Abekavma after an assist from his goalkeeper.
We have a lot of homework to do. We came prepared, but the boys picked nerves in the beginning, and we conceded early in the 7th minute. Also in the second half, the bodies were still down. We again conceded in the first 10 minutes. Now that shows you that there's some homework to do, especially to learn when the game starts, how do you react?
Action continues with Bishop Stewart hosting debutants Eastbat University in a Group F game in Imbarara. John Barnes, Sentamo, UBC News.
That brings us to the end of all we had for you tonight. Thanking you so much for watching. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomo, wishing you the best of the night. Let's leave you with the weather update here.
Thank you for staying with UBC. I'm Sharon Nakajiri tonight with the weather forecast, courtesy of Uganda National Meteorological Authority, together with UBC. We woke up to morning rains in most parts of the country, especially in Kampala and in Entebbe, and the satellite taken over Africa today clearly shows that the pressure system at the tip of South Africa is partly on land that has pushed the rain-bearing clouds further west of our country, Uganda, concentrating in the western parts of the country and in the northern parts of Uganda. Tomorrow morning, we are forecasting light rains in Kampala, and in Entebbe. As for the central, we are forecasting sunny intervals. For the western parts of the country, Masindi and in Kasese, we shall have light rains, while in Kisoro and in Kabale, we are forecasting sunny intervals. In the eastern parts of the country, apart from Botaleja, where we are forecasting sunny intervals, elsewhere we shall have light rains. For the northern parts of the country, apart from Kitgum, where we shall have light rains in Arua, Gulu and Lira, we are forecasting sunny intervals. Later on in the day, we shall have light rains dominating in most parts of the country, temperatures rising up to 26 degrees Celsius in Kampala. As for Nakasongola, we are forecasting 28 degrees Celsius. For the western parts of the country, we are forecasting 29 degrees Celsius in Kasese. As for the Kisoro, we shall have temperatures raising up to 25 degrees Celsius. Eastern parts of the country, temperatures will range between 27 and 28 degrees Celsius, while for the north, we are forecasting 29 degrees Celsius with light rains. For the international weather forecast, we shall have light rains in Nairobi, temperatures going up to 26 degrees Celsius. Beijing, temperatures will go up to 28 degrees Celsius with bright and sunny conditions, while in London, we are forecasting sunny intervals at 25 degrees Celsius. That nicely concludes our weather forecast today. Till tomorrow, have a good night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Bank of Uganda, with deep sorrow, announces the untimely death of their staff, Mr. Tumuhimbise Kabirinda Beston, which occurred